Kourtney Kardashian reportedly offered Scott Disick millions to keep his distance from their children. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kourtney Kardashian has recently been caught in the middle of some very serious claims involving her ex, Scott Disick. These claims are not only shocking but also deeply emotional because they involve their children. A former bodyguard who used to work closely with the Kardashian family, named Mark Behar, has shared some surprising details about what really might have been going on behind closed doors. According to him, Kourtney allegedly offered Scott a huge amount of money to stay away from their children. This situation has brought new tension between Kourtney, Scott, and the rest of the Kardashian family. Ever since Travis Barker became a big part of Kourtney's life, things have not been the same for Scott. His role within the family started to change in a big way. It seems like Scott felt more and more pushed aside as Kourtney got closer to Travis and started building a new life with him. According to close sources, Scott felt worried about being left out completely. He was concerned that the strong bond he once had with Kourtney's family, including Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian, was slowly fading away. He used to be part of many family events and media appearances, but that seemed to change after Travis entered the picture. Mark Behar, who worked around the family for years, shared in an interview that Kris and Khloe were also part of the effort to slowly remove Scott from their circle. Behar claimed that the family didn't just distance themselves from Scott quietly, they went as far as to try to convince him to sign a legal agreement that would take away his right to see his kids. In exchange, they reportedly offered him millions of dollars. This claim, if true, shows a deep struggle between keeping a peaceful image in public and dealing with complicated personal relationships behind the scenes. In the interview with In Touch, Behar said that Scott felt like Kris and Khloe were teaming up to push him completely out of the family. Behar quoted Scott saying that they wanted him to stop showing up to family events and to stay out of the spotlight when it came to the Kardashians. According to Behar, Scott was very upset when he was told he could be paid millions of dollars if he agreed to give up all rights to visit his own children. Scott reportedly rejected the idea immediately and strongly. Behar remembered Scott telling him directly that he would never go along with that kind of offer. Scott was clearly very emotional about the situation and even asked Behar for advice on what to do. Scott and Kourtney have always had a complex relationship, which many people have seen unfold on their reality show over the years. Their ups and downs have been public, and now with Travis in the picture, the situation seems even more delicate. Scott has been open about feeling like he is losing his place in the Kardashian family. He has mentioned that he feels forgotten or pushed away. This became even more clear when he wasn't invited to Kourtney's wedding to Travis. For Scott, this was not just missing an event, it felt like a sign that he was no longer part of the family in the same way. A source who spoke to People shared that Scott had a hard time dealing with the fact that he wasn't invited to the wedding. Even though he saw it coming, it still hurt him deeply. He had always been part of the family, even during his most difficult times, so being left out of such a major event felt like a major loss. The source said he wasn't handling the situation well and that it was hard for him to understand why he was being left out now after everything he had been through with them. Even though Scott is facing all these emotional challenges, one thing has remained strong: his love and relationship with his 3 children. He has continued to be an active and caring father. On his social media, he often shares sweet moments with his kids. These posts show that despite everything happening with Kourtney and her family, Scott is still focused on being there for his children. His relationship with them is something he clearly values deeply. Scott has been through many ups and downs in life. From his personal issues to his public image, and now the changing relationship with Kourtney and the Kardashians, it has not been an easy road. But through it all, he has kept his role as a father strong. Many people have watched his journey from being a part of one of the most famous families in the world to now possibly being kept at a distance. For fans who have followed the Kardashians for years, this situation brings up a lot of questions about what family really means and how fame and personal lives can sometimes clash in painful ways. The alleged offer to pay Scott to stay away from his children has shocked many people. It's hard to believe that such an offer could be made, especially when children are involved. Mark Behar's claims have not been officially confirmed by Kourtney, Kris, or Khloe, but the conversation has already started among fans and media. People are wondering if there is more happening behind the scenes that the public hasn't seen yet. Many are also defending Scott, saying that no amount of money should ever come between a parent and their children. This situation is especially sad because Scott was once so close to the Kardashians. He used to be seen at every major family event, on vacations, and even in business matters. He was part of their show, part of their brand, and part of their personal lives in a big way. But now, it seems like all of that is slipping away. Whether this change is because of Kourtney's new relationship or other deeper issues, it is clearly affecting Scott a lot. What makes this situation even more emotional is that people can see Scott still trying to be a good father. His moments with his children look genuine and full of love. Even if his relationship with Kourtney has ended, and even if the Kardashian family is changing their relationship with him, Scott seems to be holding on to the one thing that matters most to him, his children. This love is something that money can't replace. It is unclear how things will turn out between Scott and the Kardashians in the future. Maybe the situation will improve over time, or maybe the distance will grow even more. But what's clear right now is that Scott is in a very tough place emotionally. Being asked to step away from his kids, even for money, is something that seems to have hit him hard. He continues to stay close to them in the ways that he can, sharing memories and trying to be present in their lives despite all the challenges. This story has touched a lot of people because it mixes fame, family, and real human emotions. Scott's experience shows that even people who seem to have everything can face deep pain when it comes to family issues. The idea that someone could be offered money to give up being a parent is heartbreaking to many. It makes people think about how fame can sometimes bring more problems than peace. And for Scott, this situation has brought a lot of sadness, confusion, and emotional struggle. Many fans are hoping that the family can find a way to fix things. They hope that whatever differences exist can be worked out in a way that keeps the children happy and allows Scott to continue being part of their lives. After all, children need both parents, and no disagreement should keep a loving parent away from their kids. Scott's role as a father is important, and people are watching closely to see what will happen next. The story of Scott and Kourtney has always been complicated, but now it has reached a new level. With such serious claims being made, it's hard to know what the full truth is. But what we do know is that Scott seems deeply affected by everything going on. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.